In the last few hours, Pittsburgh Mayor Ed Gainey arrived at AGH to visit with the victims and their families. All 6 victims, we are being told, are now in stable condition. One of them had been in critical condition, but is improving. And that funeral that was going on at the time of the shooting was for this man that you see on your screen right there. His name is John Hornizes. He is one of 3 people killed in another shooting that happened earlier this month along Cedar Avenue on the north side. Police found Hornizes shot in a park across the street. 2 innocent women who were just waiting for the bus at the time were also hit by bullets and died. Channel 11's Amy Hudak continues our Team 11 coverage at 6.
And she is live after talking with the funeral director about the chaos there. Amy.
David and Lisa, you could see the faces of those people on the live stream, and it was quite horrifying for them what they were experiencing. And when they spilled out onto the sidewalk, we were here seeing them the moments after they walked out of the front and side doors of the Destiny of Faith Church. They say they were still trying to process what happened. They couldn't even really process where the gunshots were coming from. And then they finally came out. This whole area was surrounded by police. Evidence markers littered the sidewalks in the front of the church, and they were just left wondering what happened and who pulled the trigger.
Whoever did this, let me tell you something. God gonna have his way with you.
Inside this church, as a funeral service was underway for a 20-year-old who died in a shooting, families say they heard a barrage of gunfire, 40, 50, maybe even 60 rounds they recall. Families, including children and the elderly, hid under pews.
A funeral, that's God's house. Nothing is sacred that you would come in here and blast it up or shoot outside. This makes no sense.
People saying their final goodbyes raise concerns about men in ski masks coming and going towards the start of the service and chatter about something about to go down. The church's director says training from Pittsburgh police on active shooter situations was put to test. And it worked.
We learned how to secure the building, which we did. When it happened, we secured so nobody would go out the front. And our trustees, we did everything right. There's nothing else we could have done. It's just a travesty.
Outside, a hearse was surrounded by police tape. Evidence markers sitting in the exact spot where dozens of rounds were fired, and a mayor and the community coming together to say enough.
This isn't the way. This isn't the way. This is out of hand, and it's constantly going on.
Right here at the intersection of Brighton Road and Benton Avenue, you can see some of those city cameras and even the shot spotter box that basically picks up on gunfire when it goes off. And that will likely be a very key piece of evidence that the city is going to be looking through to see who had those ski masks on and who was pulling the trigger. All of these businesses also have surveillance cameras, and most of that footage has been handed over to police. Reporting live tonight from Brighton Heights, Amy Hudak, Channel 11 News.